Welcome back to Beyond the Battlefield, where mastering your inner balance becomes your greatest leadership advantage. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to improve your life and ended up exhausting yourself instead? Eat better, sleep less, work harder, push more, and yet, the more you try to optimize, the more unstable you feel? What if the problem is not lack of effort, but lack of balance?
Let's listen to the verse 16 of chapter 6.
O Arjuna, yoga is not for one who eats too much, nor for one who eats too little, not for one who sleeps excessively, nor for one who stays awake excessively.
This feels almost unexpected. We were talking about meditation, and suddenly Krishna is talking about food and sleep?
And that is exactly why this verse is so powerful. Because before meditation, before higher consciousness, before clarity, Krishna stabilizes your life. He is not giving you a technique. He is giving you a foundation.
But why doesn't he say how much? How many hours of sleep? How much food?
Because the moment he gives you a number, you will follow it blindly. And yoga is not obedience. It is awareness. If Krishna said, sleep 7 hours, eat twice a day, you would turn it into a rule. And rules create dependency.
And maybe ego?
Exactly. I sleep less than others. I fast more than others. I push harder than others. These become identities. Krishna removes that possibility. He does not give you numbers. He forces you to observe.
So the question is not how much, but am I in balance or in extremes?
Look at what he is really pointing to. Too much, too little. These are not physical problems. They are patterns of the mind.
You mean this is not just about food and sleep?
Not at all. Overeating is not always hunger. It is often emotional. Stress, escape, reward. Undereating is not always discipline. It can be control, image, ego.
And sleep?
Oversleeping can be escape. Undersleeping can be ambition or anxiety. So Krishna is not regulating your food. He is revealing your mind. Because the mind does not know how to stay in the middle. It swings from excess to deprivation and then back again.
Like cycles?
Yes. And awareness exists only in the center. If you eat too much, your mind becomes dull. If you eat too little, your mind becomes restless. If you sleep too much, your awareness drops. If you sleep too little, your stability breaks. In both cases, you lose clarity.
So yoga is not possible in dullness or in restlessness?
Yes, yoga happens only when the system is stable.
This feels so relevant to modern life. We are either overworking or completely disengaged, always in extremes.
And that is exactly where performance collapses. Look at today's leaders. They don't fail because of lack of intelligence. They fail because of lack of regulation.
Regulation of themselves?
Yes. Too much work, burnout. Too little engagement, stagnation. Too much information, overwhelm. Too little depth, poor decisions. Krishna is giving a performance principle, not a lifestyle tip.
A performance principle?
Yes, High performance does not come from intensity. It comes from stability. Your body, your mind, your energy. This is your leadership system, not your strategy, not your tools, you. If the system is overloaded, it crashes. If the system is underused, it weakens. But when the system is balanced, it performs at its peak.
So before leading others, I must stabilize myself?
Always. You cannot lead complexity if you cannot regulate your own system. And this is why Krishna does not give numbers. Because balance is not fixed. It is dynamic. Some days you need more rest. Some days less. Some phases demand intensity. Some demand recovery. Yoga is not about following a formula. It is about understanding your own system.
So the real question is, where am I in extremes? And where can I return to balance?
That awareness is the beginning of yoga, because yoga begins not when you push harder, but when excess ends and balance begins.
So verse 16 felt like a warning. Don't go into extremes. Don't break your system. But this verse feels different, more constructive.
Yes, verse 16 removes the error, and verse 17 builds the system. Let's listen carefully.
For one who is aligned in food, aligned in lifestyle and recreation, aligned in effort and action, and aligned in sleep and wakefulness, for such a person, yoga becomes the remover of disturbance.
This doesn't sound like advice. It sounds like a framework.
It is a framework. Krishna is not speaking about isolated habits. He is mapping a system: food, lifestyle, action, recovery. These are not separate. They are interconnected levers of one inner instrument.
So this is like system design?
Yes. And if even one lever is off, the whole system destabilizes. First, ahar. Not just eating. Input. Food is just one form. What you consume through your eyes, what you consume through your ears, what you consume mentally. All of this is ahar.
So information, content, conversations, all of this is also feeding the system?
Exactly. And corrupted input creates distorted output. Second, vihar. This is where verse 17 becomes very modern. Vihar is not entertainment. It is system recovery.
So not distraction, but restoration?
Yes. If your recovery is weak, your performance will collapse. Scrolling is not recovery. Overstimulation is not recovery. Escape is not recovery. Vihar means you return to baseline. Third, cheshta in karma, your effort.
This feels like execution layer.
This is where leaders live. But Krishna adds one word, yukt, that changes effort completely. Effort must be directed, measured, sustainable, conscious.
So not hustle, not grind, not burnout.
No, because forced intensity breaks the system faster than laziness. Fourth, sleep and wakefulness. This is not about hours, it is about rhythm.
Energy rhythm?
Yes, your cognitive sharpness, your emotional stability, your decision quality, all depend on this rhythm. If this collapses, no system can compensate. Now here is the deeper insight. Krishna is not describing 4 disciplines. He is describing one integrated system.
So these are not habits. They are interdependent variables?
Poor sleep destroys decision making. Poor input distorts thinking. Poor recovery reduces capacity. Excess effort burns the system.
So now yukta feels different. Not just balanced, but calibrated?
Yes, calibrated, aligned, integrated. Yukt means each part of your life is tuned to support the whole.
And now the final line makes more sense. Yoga becomes dukkha.
Yes, because most suffering is not random, it is systemic. Burnout is systemic. Anxiety is systemic. Confusion is systemic. Emotional instability is systemic. They are not isolated problems. They are symptoms of misalignment. When your system is aligned, friction reduces. When friction reduces, clarity increases. When clarity increases, suffering dissolves.
So this is not about discipline. It is about system design.
Great leaders are not just hardworking, they are well-regulated systems. They manage input, energy, effort, recovery, not occasionally but continuously. And this is the shift. Performance is not built by pushing harder, it is built by designing better.
So, if we capture this in one line, verse 16 says, "Don't damage your system." And verse 17 says, "Design your system."
Yes. And when the system is yoked, aligned, integrated, sustainable, yoga is no longer effort. It becomes your natural state.
In the last verse, Krishna helped us design a life that is regulated. Food, lifestyle, effort, sleep, all aligned, all supporting the system. But something interesting happens here. He does not give another instruction.
Yes, because once the system is stable, you don't push further. Something begins to settle on its own. Verse 17 prepares the ground. And now verse 18 shows what naturally grows from it.
So this is not the next step we do. It is the next state that happens.
This is the shift from designing life to experiencing stillness. Let's listen to the verse.
When the disciplined mind rests steadily in the self alone and becomes free from all cravings, then that person is said to be established in yoga.
This feels very different. Earlier, Krishna was telling us what to align, but here, he is simply describing what happens.
Yes, this is not instruction, this is recognition.
What does he mean by vinyatam chittam?
A mind that is no longer scattered, not suppressed, not forced, but regulated enough to stop running. And then, the most important shift, Atmanyeva Avtishthate, the mind finds its home. The mind rests in the self alone.
So it stops going outward.
Yes, it no longer needs to chase. It has found where it belongs.
And this part? Nispruha sarvakamebhya, free from all desires. Still feels difficult to understand.
Because it is often misunderstood. This does not mean no desires exist. It means no dependence exists. You can still act, you can still build, you can still lead, but your inner state is not tied to results.
And now, Yukta feels completely different from before.
Yes, earlier, Yukta was about alignment in life. Now, Yukta means established in yoga.
So, what truly changed from verse 17 to 18?
The center shifted. Earlier, life was organized. Now, the mind is anchored. Earlier, stability was created. Now, stillness is experienced.
So, if we bring it together, verse 17 builds a stable life, and verse 18 reveals a stable mind.
Yes, and when the mind becomes stable, it stops searching and starts resting within. Most people believe growth comes from pushing harder, but Krishna quietly reveals growth comes when friction reduces, when your system stops fighting itself, when your energy stops scattering. That is when clarity appears.
So maybe the real question is not, how much more can I do? But, where am I making my own system unstable?
And the moment you see that, you don't need discipline, you need adjustment.
And that's where your real practice begins. If this shifted something for you, share it with someone who is pushing too hard. And don't forget to follow Beyond the Battlefield for more conversations where ancient wisdom meets modern leadership. Also, check the GPT companion link in the description and write to us at beyondthebattlefield@outlook.in. We would love to hear your reflections.